In this video, I will be explaining some information about the NetherGames hacker problem and why it needs to be fixed. Some things I'm going to talk about in this video are things such as why the anti-cheat doesn't work as good as it should and why there is so many hackers on the server. Inside of this video, there will be 3 sections and the timestamps will also be below in the description. For the first section, I'll be talking about some stuff to do with the anti-cheat and why it's not as good as some other servers. And for the second part, I'll be saying why there's so many hackers on NetherGames. And the third part will just be some extra stuff about the server and what they could maybe do to make it better. Alright, so for part 1 about the anti-cheat. They have an anti-cheat on NetherGames, but it isn't really the best. I have even been kicked by the anti-cheat before while just playing some normal bridge. My ping was a little high at the moment, but it wasn't too crazy, which is kind of a bad sign if you're getting kicked by the anti-cheat for flying when you're not even flying at all. Sometimes there is actually a lot of hackers that don't even get kicked when some people get kicked for not even hacking. Sometimes you can see hackers that can fly fast or teleport, but they aren't really that common. The hackers you see most of the time are just hackers that are using scaffolding, anti-KB, or kill aura. They're mostly all on mobile using pocket mine. NetherGames has said they were going to make the anti-cheat better, but they haven't really made it better. They have a little bit, but not that much. They've even disabled the anti-cheat for a bit while working on a new one. For some reason, they had to turn it off while doing that. When that happened, there was just more bee-hoppers and hacks like that. The same amount of hackers appeared that just using scaffold or any of the other general hacks like I said before. The reason for this is, as I said before, their anti-cheat isn't that good, but I don't really blame them as much as most people do, because they don't make as much money as servers like Hypixel that can pay their devs a lot of money to work on it and constantly update the anti-cheat. But I think NetherGames could do better on their anti-cheat. It's also not like they make nothing. They still have a lot of players buying ranks. Even lots of people have paid for their most expensive subscription rank that is called Titan. But you still have to remember they have to pay their other workers that aren't developing the anti-cheat. They also need to pay a lot to keep the server running, as Minecraft servers that can have as many players as NetherGames does be really pricey. To do better, they could take community feedback. Maybe they could work in the anti-cheat more other than updating things such as Skyblock, but it's still important to update the server so more players stay playing on NetherGames. But we still have to remember that NetherGames is a server that can do what they want and shouldn't be forced to update the anti-cheat. Also, if anyone thinks different on this, that's okay. You can think what you want and have your own opinion. And sorry if I missed anything in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.